Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon Pyrite. In the last episode, we defeated Erica at the Celadon City Gym, and I think we also beat Sabrina? I think we beat Sabrina in the same episode. But anyway, and we arrived down here in Fuchsia City, ready to take on Janine at the, here at the Fuchsia City Gym. So, what we're going to do is I'm just going to quickly check my item status. So we have 4 revives, 11 potions. So I'm going to need to buy a fair few more potions and, well, primarily revives. No revives at this mart. That sucks. We can always fly back to, I believe it was Pewter? No, Lavender Town. Lavender Town had max revives in there. Stocks. And that's good, so that we'll get 11 max revives, and we'll also buy, I will eventually need some more Ultra Balls actually. We'll just buy a couple of Ultra Balls. Obviously Ultra Balls aren't incredibly important for me, but essentially when we get to challenging like various, we'll essentially need it eventually. I have lots of things that I can actually sell, if when it comes around to it, like all of these TMs I can pretty much sell. I don't think I'm planning on using any more TMs. So, lots and lots of things that we can eventually do. But now, so, Janine and, obviously, a Poison-type trainer, so we're going to need Donphan. Donphan should hopefully wreck shop here. So, the annoying thing about this gym is, obviously, that all of the trainers, it looks like, okay, they've increased the size of the map. We've got to assume that Janine's going to be furthest away, surely. So she's probably the one in the middle at the top there. The issue is I don't really want to face off against, I don't really not want to face off against all the other ones, is the thing. So yeah. Oh, no, it's not the real one. Okay, I was about to say, if that was the real one, I'd be very disappointed. Okay, so, Pidgeot, we're going to roll out. And unfortunately we missed the Sky Attack. I'm going to stay in. I don't see Sky Attack doing that much to me. It doesn't. Rollout comes through. Just going to send out a Vileplume. That is a pretty hefty hit with rollout. That's 4 in a row, 1 more, and that would have most likely taken out the Starmie, but obviously we're not going to live a surf from a Starmie. We can, however, bite the Starmie. Do all that nice Dark-type damage. We get a freeze from our Ice Beam on the Meganium, which is a bad luck for the Picnicker, but there we go. So anyway, and now we can actually definitely immediately start using the items that we have here. We actually need a max potion here. That's how much HP that Vaporeon has, all the way up at 398. So, yeah, so I would suggest that the real Janine is surely going to be the one furthest away from everything. And so, if that is the case, we really need to sort of... Ah, man, of course you get the crit. Slowking, so we will go into Vaporeon. Doesn't T-Wave me. I was actually kind of expecting T-Wave, but... Also, sorry, I wasn't expecting T-Wave, because obviously we were in a ground type. So, yeah. Anyway, we get outsped by Nidoking, because obviously we are paralysed. But we do get off a Surf, that should take him out. Vaporeon is putting in... Well, we will definitely be outsped by Nidoqueen. I didn't actually mean to go into you, Typhlosion. We're going to Togetic, because you're going to Earthquake. Probably got Ice Beam, I would expect. Who really does well against Nidoqueen? I'm going to Charm. The reason I want to Charm is so that I can go back into Typhlosion here. It's going to Ice Beam. Ice Beam's not going to do a lot to us. We can Flamethrower. It's not super effective, but it is a 2-hit KO. That is a -2 Earthquake. Sorry, a -4 Earthquake, I should say. And doesn't do a lot to me. Cool. So, Hyper Potion on Donphan. And on Togetic. And obviously a Max Revive on Vaporeon. So, we'll take on this Janine next. which I'm pretty sure is not going to be the real one. Yep, Lass just got a Blissey. So as we all know, Blissey have a pathetic defense, but great special defense. So Earthquake should take out the Blissey. She's got an Executor, which we will go into Typhlosion for, predicting a Giga Drain. We see Toxic. Okay. Slightly disappointing, but oh well. As Donphan reaches level 90. We'll go into... Oh. You guys a crit with the Nidoqueen. That's okay. As we outspeed, I didn't think we'd outspeed. And then the Ampharos, we can go back into Donphan. We are seeing a very wide variety of types here. I don't think we've actually... I think the only poison type we've seen has been a freaking Vileplume. So that does tell me quite definitively that we're getting to the point where sort of like, you know, the whole idea of gym leaders being based around certain types is going to be pretty much moot. Pretty much not involved here. We'll go straight into Donphan here. You're going to light screen and you're going to reflect. So you get both up, which is, I suppose, well, that's the role of Electrode in many ways. It's so slow. We're going to keep on EQing just because it is a very powerful move, and I'm going to predict Dream Eater, and I'm going to go into Vaporeon, and we can Bite here. That's going to 2-hit, and we avoid the Hypnosis. That's really good. No one likes Hypnosis. Just no one likes Hypnosis. We'll go back into Donphan, just in case... Okay, so you're going to set up... This is fine. Obviously, he's trying to set up... He's trying to... Lands... And there we go. There we see the explosion. He's obviously waiting for low health. I don't expect the... I was going to expect the Hypnosis there and actually just stay in, but we'll Bite. We misses the Swagger, which is really good. Is he going to have a third Electrode? He's going to have a Weezing. Okay, so we'll go into Ursaring. Ursaring can obviously EQ. That's going to do a nice big chunk to Weezing. And then another Weezing, which we can also... Okay, so it's 2 Weezings, 2 Hypnos, and 2 Electrodes. Don't know if there are, like, relations between all those Pokemon, but anyway. Anyway, Max Revive. Level 4 Restore? No, I don't, but, we actually going to need to buy some full heals. I should have used a Poison Cure Berry there, I thought. Wow. Mistakes. But anyway. So, that is everyone on this lower level done. So now we've got this Janine, which looks to be... She could be the final Janine. So we've got 2 Janines that way, and we've got 1 that way. And we've got this guy as well, who we haven't actually seen yet. So, Juggler's going to send out a Muck. I'm just going to go straight into Donphan. Goes for the Acid Armor, which is going to be a bit annoying. But we land the Earthquake through Confusion, which is really good. It's going to go into Stantler now, so we are going to go into Ursaring. Going to Hypnosis. Misses Hypnosis, we land our D-Punch. That's going to take out the Stantler. I think we get a crit there. Crobat is obviously supremely annoying, especially when it's got Double Team. So we'll go into Vaporeon here, and just pray that we can land an Ice Beam here. There we go, we land an Ice Beam, down goes the Crobat, that's good, that's good, that's good. And we defeat that Juggler. So we've got Janine there. And we need to actually... Now I can use my Poison Cure Berry on Ursaring. I'm going to go to this one. Let's see what you say. Foo. I'm Janine the gym leader. No, I'm not. Gotcha. Sucker. Good. She isn't. That's always... That's the aim. To not find Janine at the moment is the aim. We land a Fly, which is good. Unfortunately, we are going to get taken down. We can take out the Victory Bell with our Typhlosion. She goes into Lapras. I'm going to Thunder Punch, predicting that Surf isn't going to take me out. Or you're going to Confuse Ray me. Now you T-Bolt. Thunder Punch. I don't know why you're T-Bolting me. You surely have Surf. Evidently not. And we'll go into Vaporeon to soak up the Fire Blast, and then misses Fire Blast, Surf comes in, Ninetales goes almost down. And we defeat the last. There we go. How we distinguish our real leader. So we have this Janine, and that Janine, and these are the last two. So again, I'm going to use the one that's furthest away, predict that that one is the real. I feel like that makes most sense. We can heal up our guys. Where's our max? Max revive on Togetic. So you betcha I'm Janine. So, nope, it's just a male camper hiding as Janine. We expect Ice Beam here, I think, so I'm going to go into Vaporeon. He's going to Thunder, actually, so that's a little annoying. But he misses the second Thunder, which is fine. And we nail the Surf. Next Pokemon is a Machamp, so we'll just Surf here. It should do just under half, actually, as you get the crit. Surf takes out the Machamp. Goes into Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl is going to outspeed us. I'm going to go into Donphan. You know that Donphan really, really definitively walls Aerodactyl. Even though Rollout is obviously... I should have Defense Guard, but anyway. There we go, Rollout. Cool. Unfortunately, obviously, we're now stuck in Rollout, but he has no more Pokemon. So, our final match here is obviously going to be against the real Janine. We've got a couple of max potions to use. I don't really foresee this being too much of an issue, but I've said that before and it's come up poorly. We're just going to check our PP. 11 flamethrowers, that's fine. 5 earthquakes. 9 surfs. 6 earthquakes. So I'm just going to quickly use a max ether on our Donphan's Earthquake. And so, Janine, I'm going to hope that she does at least stick partly to her rock, to her poison type. She might well have a Crobat. If she does have a Crobat, that's going to be frustrating, because no one likes Crobat. At least facing Crobat, that is. I'm going to lead Donphan, and we're going to see what we get. So, she's the real deal. Janine of Fuchsia City is her name. She's going to start off with the Wheezing, so that's really good for us. Got a Pain Split, but... So, you're going to Pain Split again. So that means she's always going to... I mean, I could go into Earth... I'm going to go into Ursaring here, so she gets... She's got an Explosion, actually. We're going to take out Ursaring. It's going to take out Ursaring. Okay, that's fine, actually. We'll go back into Donphan. She's going to Exeggutor. So we'll go into Typhlosion again, predicting a Giga Drain. Good. That's what we like to see. We like to see Giga Drain. Flamethrower comes through, takes out the Exeggutor. She brings out the Hypno. Do I predict the sleep? Do I predict the sleep? There's a pretty large chance it is. I'm going to Flamethrower. That does well. There we go. We get a crit, and we can avoid Hypnosis. So Typhlosion is going to be able to take out that. As we can go into Donphan. As long as she doesn't freeze us, that's great. Donphan can take out the Gengar. Gengar! She has a Venusaur. I'm tempted to Earthquake just to get off damage, but unfortunately we do not outspeed Venusaur. Flamethrower should be a 2-hit KO. I was going to say I don't expect to take it out. As we reach level 92, and our max level for Typhlosion, it appears. So I'm going to go into Ariados here. The reason I go into Ariados is we really want to screech this thing, so that when we land a hit on it, it actually does so much damage. Going to try and land a Sludge Bomb. We do land a Sludge Bomb, that's at -4, that does a huge amount of damage. As you can see, Umbreon knows Rest, which is very frustrating. She does have the Mint Berry to wake up from Rest. And she's going to be waking up next turn, I think, so... Yeah, essentially, we're just going to keep doing this until we land 2. Okay, we've got 2 more. We land a Sludge Bomb. She's now going to rest. So So if she's going to rest, what I might do is go into... See, the issue is that no one else is a physical attacker. So I'm going to try and Sludge Bomb again. Pray that we land it. We miss it, unfortunately. So, I'm going to go into our Togetic here. And we'll try and Zap Cannon. Why on earth did I try and Zap Cannon? What? Fly at minus... So that's a -4 Fly. We'll go into Vaporeon here. There's nothing we can really do, because obviously all it's going to do is Toxic all my Pokemon, confuse them, and then rest off all the damage. And unfortunately, we actually don't have any more physical moves, aside from our Typhlosion does have the reversal. You land a Flamethrower, and you're going to miss Toxic, which is great news. This is an issue. I mean, the good news is that Ariados obviously soaks up Toxic, but can't really do anything. So maybe let's... What else do you have? You have Confuse Ray. You have Rest. We might need to stall this thing out, is essentially it, because of the nature of Umbreon. So that's 1 turn of sleep, that's 2 turns of sleep. You're going to wake up, and you're going to Toxic me. Okay. So now you Confuse Ray, I guess? Because you... I'm pretty sure this Umbreon doesn't actually have any offensive moves. So essentially all we're going to do... This is going to be a really, really sort of dull battle. But we've essentially got to let this... Oh man, we land 2 serfs in a row. Is we've essentially got to waste all the turns of rest, all the turns of... all of these turns, and essentially get to the point where she's struggling. So you're now at -6 defense. We're confused. I don't really want to hit myself in confusion, so I'm just going to go into Togetic. And you're going to Toxic. I'm going to go back into Ariados. We're going to Confuse Ray. I'm going to Togetic. Obviously Togetic's going to continually take the poison. Alright, yeah, so we're just wasting Confuse Ray and... So... We might have to... I don't think there are any more Toxics coming our way, essentially. How much is Togetic taking per turn? 48. So we really want to get rid of these Confuse Rays, so... Evasion won't rise anymore, we're going to take poison damage. So Togetic's going to die next time it comes in, so we're going to let it rest. There we go, we get off a charm anyway. Going to go into Vaporeon here, and now we can swap out of Vaporeon and go into Ariados, because you're going to double team. Do you have any more? I want to see if we might have got rid of all of those, because obviously she can't Toxic me, so he can't Toxic me, Rest won't do anything, Double Team won't do anything. We essentially have 1,000,001 Screeches, and we just sort of soak all of this up until this Umbreon struggles. There we go. So we see Struggle. And Struggle's doing very... I mean, it's doing horrifically little, essentially. Got to try and land a Giga Drain at some point. Of course you get a crit Struggle. I lose this battle because of a crit Struggle. So you're going to get hurt by poison, that does a lot of that. And of course you get another crit Struggle. Poison is going to take us down. Are we really going to lose this because of Struggle? Looks like we are. This is going to be fun. It's my fault because I shouldn't have let Typhlosion get poisoned, essentially. And then... I've got a reversal, I've just got to keep reversing and hope that if we land a reversal, it will die. But there we go. So we lose to Janine for the most bullshit reasons, really. And that's why everyone hates Umbreon. And that is really why everyone hates Umbreon. Mainly because, you know, there are just no... It's very difficult to get good fighting type moves. So she leads off Wheezing. We'll try this again. But yeah, essentially, she wants to toxic all my Pokemon, so I've just got to continually swap in Ariados to avoid the toxics, and then we just live. Okay, you're going to Giga Drain, good. Flamethrower. Good, good, good. You're going to send out a Hypno, I'm going to Flamethrower again. You're going to Seismic Toss me, that's actually okay. Typhlosion losing health is not actually the worst thing, because that means Reversal is all the more powerful when it comes in. And we will be wanting Reversal to come in. Ice Punch. We can Earthquake the Gengar. She's going to send out the Venusaur, which does outspeed, as we know. If it outspeeds Donphan, it probably outspeeds everyone. Maybe not Vaporeon. We'll go into Togetic. You know it wants to Giga Drain. It's gonna fly. Fly does a good amount. Body Slam does way too much. And we're gonna get fully paralyzed. I could just so see that coming. Yeah. This is what I wanted. I essentially wanted the chance to come into Typhlosion for free. I wasn't sure that Giga Drain. I mean, it is a freaking... Okay, Reversal. Let's see how much this does. That does a decent amount. And you want to continually Toxic me, which is great. Down goes the Umbreon. And there we go. It's just because it got those double teams up, and, you know, there's nothing we can really do. But anyway, so, there we go. We take out Janine. Sorry, we defeat Janine at the second attempt. Obviously, we did buy our items, so we didn't exactly lose money in doing that. And now what we have to do is we have Route 15 here, and we have a bunch more trainers to battle in the aim of trying to get our Pokemon up to the max level that we can. So we start off with a teacher who has an Arcanine, and we will go into Vaporeon. Probably expect a Double Edge. It's a 2-hit KO. Surf's going to come in, take out the Arcanine. And then you've got a... No one likes Lapras. I'm going to go to Ursula. You're going to Confuse Ray. Come on, land a Dynamic Punch. You know you want to. Oh, man. One could hope, you know. This one does have Surf, so at least... Oh, and we're gonna die, because frickin' Confuse Ray. No one likes Confuse Ray. Come on. Oh, dearie me. It's just like, turns like this where, like, you get all of the bad luck. Like, you know, we know what this Lapras does. It Confuse Ray you first turn. And there we go, and we defeat the teacher. It's like, you know, she only had 2 Pokemon, so I wasn't really worried, but it's just like, turns like that where, like, you know, every single time. Like, I had, what, 3 in a row, so, I mean, that's a 1 in 8 chance, so it's not particularly... 3 in a row on the 50% moves being Dynamic Punch and Zapcan. So, you know, it's totally fine. I'm not saying, you know, that it's not, but it's just frustrating. Thank you for missing Confuse Ray, because, again, no one likes Confuse Ray. I would love to get a Dynamic Punch off you. And you're going to Belly Drum. That's bad. That's very bad. I mean, we should outspeed, so that's a good sign. Earthquake's going to come in and take out Snorlax. Another battle hit with a Gliga. So we're going to go to Vaporeon. As we discovered when we used Gligar in our ground monotype, Gligar does not get the best moveset. And so isn't really too much of a threat. As we can take out this Alakazam. And then Houndoom. Crunch is going to do a decent amount to us. Surf is going to do way more to him. We take out the Houndoom and we defeat the Schoolboy. So yeah, essentially, obviously, you know, we have various paths. Continue following. We'll try and get back to Lavender Town, and then we'll start. Whether we'll be able to, I might just want to just get to Lavender Town. I had several of the past few episodes have been quite long, so I think this one might be just a little bit shorter. We'll just try and get to Lavender Town. Take on all these trainers. I can't imagine that we'll be in a decent position once we do all this. You're gonna swagger me, so I'm gonna sludge bomb because I'm at +2. And we miss twice in a row. And you outspeed. Why do you outspeed me? You shouldn't outspeed me. God, stop swagger. This is the issue. It's like, you know, in an effort to make the game, you know, more challenging, you get all of the the uses of these sort of essential, you know, strategies which are just completely based on luck. And, you know, that annoys me to an extent. It's like, it's less skill and it's more just, you know, you're hoping that this will happen. And I know that, you know, it can be incredibly frustrating in, like, online battles when you have a very similar sort of strategy where, you know, you hope for paralysis or, you know, stuff like that. And, yeah, it's just frustrating. Anyway, Zap Cannon gonna put me to sleep, and you're gonna Dream Eater, okay. Do we outspeed? Yeah, you do outspeed, there we go. Land a dynamic punch, down goes the wicked stuff. Gengar! I'm just gonna Earthquake should take out the Gengar. Jolteon also should suffer from Earthquake. Boom. And Executor. Hopefully we'll be able to deal a decent amount with Ice Punch. Obviously, gets a lot of that health back with Giga Drain, but we'll go down to our Ice Beam. So, School Bite again wants to battle. Starmie, we'll just Shadow Ball. Oh, we're asleep. I forgot we're asleep. Oh, it would have been nice if we could have woken up. Sometimes, you know, you ask too much. The Starmie doesn't seem to have Thunderbolt, which is nice. A nice change, just to sort of, you know. Scizor really the only particular way to deal with Scizor is just swap into Typhlosion, have it Flamethrower. And it works so well, so why wouldn't you? You're going to EQ, that's going to do a decent amount. Surf's going to take you out. As you can see, we do have a few levels on these guys, which is, you know, all that we would expect, really. You have one Machamp. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. Ah, there we go, 2 hits anyway. Cool. So we've got a cut bush there, which leads to potentially another battle, but most likely just the item that we saw. And another cut bush, which leads to some trainers over there. I will go do that, because why the hell not? Zip through all of this. It is the most stupidly positioned Pokemon Center in the Pokemon world, isn't it? It just really is. It's just really, really silly, the fact that it's there. Why on earth would you, you know, put your Pokemon Center in a place where it's unable to be reached by most, you know, that you have to go around it from, you have to go around the entire city just to access it from one side. So, it's a BP up, which isn't actually a bad item to have found. We'll cut through here. What do you have to say? You're not a trainer. Chansey for Executor. See, what is interesting is obviously they're still offering, like, you know, various, you know, these sort of trades. Even though obviously by now you're almost certainly will have worked out on a team that you want. As we get Carbos, I think, honestly, I'm not sure any of my Pokemon will actually benefit from that. Yeah, so it doesn't work, essentially. So it's just money there. As you can see, we're only seeing, what, Wild Nidorino, Weeping Bell. Pidgeot. Come on, land a zap cannon. Come on, you know you want to. 3, 4, 5. There we go. We land one in the end. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not. Yeah, doesn't seem to be anything too new there. Poker fan here with a Venusaur. Obviously, I'd like to stay in, but I won't. Am I going to Aria? Go to Ariados here. You're going to Sleep Powder. And then Body Slam again. We wake up, which is good. Ah, and then we fall back asleep. Expecting the Body Slam here. Venusaur does have pretty high attack, I think, but I'm not entirely sure. Alright, you can bring out the Blastoise. We will bite. I want to see. Yeah, we'll win the battle with Earthquake. We won't win the battle with Mirror Coat, but we do have Rest, so what are you going to do about that? Wow, he actually predicted me. Made the right choice. And now I'm going to wake up, and I bet... Ah, he's going to flinch. Unfortunate. And a Charizard! So, I suppose Venusaur, Blastoise, Charizard, you always have to have, like, one of those trainers. With, like, the original 3. As we reach Route 13, I would expect a lot of these routes have sort of been quite, condensed down. As you see, we have Dodrio, and we have no Zap Cannons. I'm going to Donphan here. Hyper Beam doesn't do that much, but you know what it is. And unfortunately we get fully paralysed. Honestly, that's the worst thing that could have happened for us, especially when we're trying to roll out. Like, you know, it's just very, very frustrating. We can Ice Punch. We'll take out the Dodrio. What else do you have? A Xatu. Again, a little Ice Punch. Of course, you get a crit, but we get a crit in return, I suppose. That works out okay. We're going to Vaporeon here, and we will Ice Beam. We should live a Double Edge. We do live a Double Edge. Ice Beam is going to take out the Pidgey. So we can't go any higher. We don't want to do any more battles because we do need to heal. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fly to Lavender Town, and then we'll work our way down. And what we can do is we can, like, you know, swap and work out where the best point is. But anyway, do you remember? Official with a Lantern! So we want to go into Donphan here, predicting the T-Wave, or the Thunder, or the Electric type move, I should say. And then the Gyarados. We don't really have anything for you, unfortunately. We're going to roll out. Unfortunately, he lands 2 Hydro Pumps in a row. I was sort of hoping he wouldn't, but you can never really be guaranteed of stuff like that. Hyper Beam lands, but we can Strength, and we defeat the Fisher. The Tug on the Rod. It's the best feeling ever for an angler like me. So yeah, I mean, we'll zip through all these battles. I do enjoy these battles, though, you know, just like, each one is an event, because each one has its own, you know, stresses and difficulties. Please. Come on. Can I please? I would like to land a Zap Cannon. Fine, I'll go into Ariados. It's like, and, you know, obviously because of the moves I use, like, you know, me using Zap Cannon is... That's 4 in a row, I think, I've been confused, which isn't fun. Good Rain does a lot. Psychic's going to do a lot back, and of course he gets a crit, because, you know... why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he get a crit, indeed? Bite does a lot. Oh yeah, because Cloyster has really rubbish special defense, but really good normal defense. I was surprised that Bite did so much there, but obviously, yeah, like I just said. Poor special defense, so Dark is obviously special in this gen, so yeah. Anyway, another Fisher would like to battle. This one's got a Kingdra. I'm going to, again, try another Zap Cannon. Come on. You can land one. I know you can. Evidently not, especially when they're going to, you know, like, just murder you. And you get it. And that's 2 crits in a row. You're going to crit me every single time? I wonder if someone's had that. Every single attack was a crit. I mean, it'd be like the most stupid battle ever. Can I please stop being fully paralysed? I swear sometimes sometimes you get paralysed and it's like the worst thing in the world, and sometimes you get paralysed. I am enjoying the fact that I'm only ever getting paralysed on the turns which I actually need to not be paralysed on. Like, and now I'm going to start missing. I'd like to... Nope, paralysed. And now we can rest. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And now I only have one more ice beam, so he's laughing. Although obviously smokescreen is not going to help him out. Why on earth? Why does one smokescreen guarantee that I'm going to miss? Strength. There we go. Stupid Kingdra, go away. That doesn't do as much as I was hoping it would do. I didn't even mean to ice punch there, it's just strength. Ah, dear God. It's just frustration. It's, you know, it's again, strategies like that where they just, you know, smokescreen. It's like, if I tried to use that strategy, it would work maybe... I mean, you can see it doesn't work because he loses the battle, but what it does is it just makes every battle much longer, much more sort of... As we finally get the super rod. I think it's a long time to get a fishing rod in the game. But yeah, no. Like me using Zap Cannon here, eventually it's going to land. Unfortunately, this is super effective on me, and probably does that speed, and Surf does not take me out. Earthquake's going to take out the Tentacle. As you can see, we do have a significant level advantage on most of these guys, which is good. Why did you Flame Wheel? I really want to know. Why on earth would you Flame Wheel a frickin'... Why on earth would you Flame Wheel a Donphan? That makes, like, that's one of the most amusing moves that they've decided to use there, because that is just completely bizarre. I think that HP up will also be able to sell. Because I doubt that any... I'm pretty sure all of my Pokemon have, like, the maxed out stats from all the battles that they've done, so it probably means that they won't need any more, yeah, they won't need... You have that. A fisherman saying that electricity is super important. Betraying the water Pokemon. Ah. Okay. I bet you I would have landed my, I'm almost certain I would have probably landed my Zap Cannon on that Magikarp, wouldn't I? So, Snorlax is going to wake up. Did we catch you? We did catch you last time, that's good. Zap Cannon's going to miss. Zap Cannon's going to land! And he's going to rest it off, so it's fine. Come on, Ezreal. Hey! Dynamic Punch is landing. It's just a very, very weird situation. Anyway, you is a bird keeper, so you've got a Pidgeot that I'm going to try and Zap Cannon. And we do land a Zap Cannon, and it almost takes out the Pidgeot. Fly is going to take out the Pidgeot. You have a Pharaoh. I'll swap out to Ursaring. Unfortunately, most of these Pokemon, the issue here is that Ariados gets very little say in a lot of these. Double-Edge does a lot. I mean, Pharaoh has high attack, but just, you know, poor defenses. Route 13. And a very hidden sort of patch of, well, say hidden, just sort of like an out-of-the-way patch of grass, which I have Wild Jumpluff in. And Nidorina, and Nidorino, and all the Pokemon that we've seen them all before, really. And this leads me all the way to here. So as you can see, we've only got what's left of this route here. Before we're done, just going to quickly Hyper Potion up Ursaring. Oh, so yeah, so it looks like 2 more battles here. This guy has a level 90 Pikachu. It's got hidden power, most likely water or ice, I guess. Or grass. Anything that's super effective against ground. And then we have this guy who's got a Seeking. Come on, land it, land it. Yes! I'm so happy when it lands, it's like beautiful. And then we should outspeed and we can kill. It's not often I get to actually, you know, get a kill with Togetic. Just the typing and the moves, and yeah, it's just not the best Pokemon. We can go into Vaporeon for the Slowking, which we can bite. That's going to be a 3-hit KO, if we can, you know. There we go, beautiful. Oh, and he had the Royal Pokemon, yeah. So, a Hiker we have here with a Sand Slash. We can go to Ariados. Gonna roll out. Come on. Hopefully Giga Drain will take you out in 2. Does take you out in 2. Rollout's gonna do a really big amount to me, unfortunately. We get a Quagsire, so we get to get most of that HP back. These are sort of ones where Steelix, sorry, where Ariados does get to sort of, you know, actually. I didn't mean to bite there. It's going to be not very effective. If I lose, that's my fault. EQ should take it. Yeah, let's take out Steelix. Good. And then a Kangaskhan, which misses Mega Kick, and we land an Earthquake, and that's going to. We get a crit, take out the Kangaskhan. Donphan grows to level 93. And doesn't actually get locked, so that's good. It shows that we still have experience to be gained. I think the level limit before Janine was 92, so evidently I think we might be going up in 2s, I guess. So 94 for Blaine, 96 for Blue, and then 100 for Red. Assuming that we fight Red at the end. I'd be surprised if we didn't. But anyway, we're going to deposit in our Diglett, now that we got those items, and we'll be able to withdraw out our Typhlosion. And yeah, so in the next episode what we're going to do is we're going to start heading south along the water routes. We'll try and get to Seafoam Islands. So yeah, we'll do our best to get to the Seafoam Islands, and then once we're there, we will obviously be able to take on Blaine. With the Cinnabar Gym, and then we'll probably be able to take on Blaine and Blue in the same episode, potentially. And then what I might do is I might have a episode or what might happen is, like, I take on Blaine, or we reach Blaine, and then I do Blue, and we try and catch Lugia in the next episode, because obviously we do have our Silver Wing, we haven't been back to Johto, we have some battles to do on the SS Anne, and, sorry, the SS Tidal, or, it's not Tidal, Tidal's Gen 3, isn't it? Whatever the SS Aqua, I think it's called, and we can use that, and we can try and, yeah, do our work over there. So yeah, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next episode of my playthrough of Pokemon Pyrite.